What if I told you that by the end of Season 4, Homelander is closer to absolute power than ever before? Butcher is literally running out of time, Ryan is standing at a dangerous crossroads, and the world is on the edge of complete collapse? Before The Boys' final season arrives, you need to remember every major betrayal, death, alliance, and shocking twist that brought us here. Because the final war isn't coming. It's already started. Let's break down everything you need to know before The Boys' final season. The story began with Huey Campbell, an ordinary guy whose life was destroyed when A-Train accidentally killed his girlfriend Robin. That single moment exposed the dark truth behind Vought's superheroes, known as the Seven. To the public, they were heroes. Behind the scenes, they were corrupt, violent, and controlled by one of the most powerful corporations in the world. That's where Billy Butcher came in. Driven by his hatred for Homelander and his belief that Homelander was responsible for the disappearance of his wife Becca, Butcher assembled a team known as the Boys. Their mission was simple: expose the truth and bring down the supes. As the series progressed, we learned that Homelander wasn't just another superhero. He was the most powerful supe ever created. Raised in a laboratory without love, family, or guidance, Homelander became increasingly unstable and dangerous. The more power he gained, the less he cared about public opinion. By Season 4, he had fully embraced who he really was. No more pretending. No more hiding. Just pure power. And that's exactly what makes him the biggest threat heading into the final season. One of the most important storylines revolves around Ryan. Ryan is the biological son of Homelander and Becca. Unlike other supes, Ryan was born with powers naturally. Throughout the series, Ryan struggled between the influence of his mother Becca and his father Homelander. After Becca's death, that struggle became even more complicated. Ryan desperately wanted guidance, acceptance, and a sense of belonging. Unfortunately, Homelander was more than willing to provide it. By the end of Season 4, Ryan's future remains uncertain. Will he become humanity's greatest protector? Or the next Homelander? That question could define the entire final season. Meanwhile, Billy Butcher has undergone one of the darkest transformations in the show. His obsession with destroying Homelander pushed him further and further into dangerous territory. After repeatedly using Temp V, Butcher discovered that he was dying. With limited time left, every decision became more desperate. And by the end of Season 4, Butcher was no longer acting like the man we met in Season 1. He's willing to cross lines that once seemed impossible. In many ways, Butcher has become almost as frightening as the enemies he fights. Then there's Starlight. From the beginning, Annie January believed heroes could make the world better. But after seeing Vought's corruption firsthand, she became one of the strongest voices against Homelander and the system protecting him. Her relationship with Huey has survived countless challenges, making them one of the few sources of hope in this dark universe. As the final season approaches, Starlight remains a crucial leader in the resistance against Homelander's growing influence. And speaking of influence, let's talk about Vought. Throughout the series, Vought has manipulated governments, media outlets, politicians, and entire populations. But by the end of Season 4, the company is no longer the only problem. Homelander himself has built a devoted following. Many people don't just support him, they worship him. This cult-like loyalty makes him more dangerous than ever, because defeating Homelander isn't just about defeating one supe anymore. It's about confronting an entire movement. Another major factor heading into the final season is the state of the Seven. The team has changed dramatically over the years. Members have died, others have been removed, new faces have joined. But the group's original purpose as Earth's greatest heroes has completely disappeared. Now the Seven largely serve as tools in Homelander's quest for control, and that makes every remaining member a potential weapon in the coming conflict. By the end of Season 4, the balance of power has shifted dramatically. Homelander stands stronger than ever. Butcher is running out of time. Ryan's future remains uncertain. The Boys are more divided than they've ever been, and the world itself is becoming increasingly unstable. Every major storyline is now pointing toward one inevitable conclusion: the final confrontation. The biggest question isn't whether Homelander can be stopped. The biggest question is what will be left of the world after the fight is over. Will Ryan save humanity? Will Butcher survive long enough to finish his mission? Or will Homelander finally achieve the absolute power he's always wanted? We're about to find out when The Boys' final season arrives. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to subscribe for more breakdowns, recaps, and ending explained videos. Thanks for watching.